In this video, we're going to talk about how to use cloud memory in order to store strings. Cloud memory is a set of variables that retain their value from visit to visit in a given room. If you set a value in cloud memory, it will be available to all users on future visits of that room. It's important to note that cloud memory is private to each thing. This means that a thing can't read or write the cloud variables of another thing. So this means that you need to be thoughtful in determining where you want to store the references to your cloud variables because it cannot be shared between things. Now, in our example, we've got a few things set up. We've got a button, which will allow us to enter a string into a prompt. This will then pass the information, specifically the name that is entered, which is what we're using, to display screen or the CloudString display, and then we will kind of manage the CloudString variable from there. So if you're not sure how the prompt setup looks, go ahead and check out the code in the red button, but essentially that allows us to pass the name that is entered to the CloudString display. So let's check out the CloudString display in order to determine what is happening. So in this particular instance, I have a function here for clearing the names just to reset them as I need them. That's with the reset button here. We don't have to worry about that. Now we are using the onAddWords callback function here, which is included in the send request from the red button. And we have arguments, specifically new text, that we can use to store in the cloud variable. So first thing we want to do is we can actually make this very simple. If we wanted a cloud variable that kind of replaced the most recent or the last one that was kind of entered, it's really easy to just say setCloudString. That variable is called text, and then we're just going to say args.newText, which is passed in from our red button function, and then we can set text, and we would say getCloudString called text, close parentheses, and then if we go into preview, I hit the red button, I can enter my name, Andrew, click send, and then my name is there. If I hit the red button again, we put another person's name, click send, it replaces it. Now, if you didn't want to replace it, you could what's called concatenate it or add to it. And that's a little bit of a different setup. So let's go ahead and clear everything out of here. And what we're going to do is we are going to have a variable called names. And we're going to set that equal to getCloudString text. And what that will do is go get the information that is currently stored in the cloud variable text and store that in the local variable names. Now, the difference here is that we are adding a string to another string, and that's called concatenating. And what we'll do here is new names is going to be old names ... which is kind of like a word plus sign, I guess you could say. And then args.newText. And so this will take the old name or names that are in there and then add the new one to it. For the purposes of formatting, I'm going to put an empty space in the middle there just so we get some separation between the names. Next, what we need to do is we can set text directly as names, and then we need to set the CloudString text with names. And so this will make sure that not only is the display accurate, but the setCloudString is accurate as well. So the next time we enter it, we make sure that we get the full list of names that we entered. So let's preview it here. Let's Andrew, and then Andrew is there. Let's click it again. Let's put in Jason, and you can now see that both the names are there. Let's put in another name, Matt. Hit send, and you can see that more names are being added as we go.